too. Man, that was when I got very emotional. Like, Kai, this is my new life now. And I haven't spoken about the trauma on my children. They were all traumatized. They were crying. My baba can just say, I didn't know couldn't staircase. So the kids, it took them time before. My baba did okofase can call the kuchan and I. Or person and I and the papa dear. Yeah. But I thank God for life.
Please teach me how to know your way.
All right. Abusia, yama munyinara akwa badeba K Lover Media so. We show YouTube lòsès TV Africa. Gospel musician Sonnie Badu. Nancy will be pray. I think it's finished somewhere 2023. February Muhonomo Nababe Rhythms of Africa. One of the biggest events. Na ube pray na sa story by a month for that because we share is will be able to na after be performing on stage na the and night Ghana for Kasa 5 days ago no be posted video on social media platforms so now will reveal secrets about Namsumane buying because as at that time the your man for canning now and can want some I think so grant interview on other platforms now we a united showbiz with Empress Gifty na Sonnie Badu. Also as at that time I would pray and na cry through. Also now as we booking some important events we were breaching. Almost say we pray but still no more demand so be ono kwa say Satam no who say no soon. Trauma and Kwanakum. I think I'm saying all. Okay, so let's watch. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel fast. This is lòsès TV Africa. Sonnie Badu.
Satisfaction is a bit of a, I don't know, maybe they would understand.
Confirm almost say, okay, really, who pray?
The interesting thing is about fun to confirm to anybody. It's part of my journey to healing. Because now one and nampa bwani bi amoshano. Minti mi shebio.
I
can't. I gave all my slippers away because number one, I felt to be embarrassed. So I have 3 toes left.
3 toes?
Yeah.
Embrace it.
They couldn't put it back. But now I want to embrace it. It's part of my journey now. So talking about it, I didn't really care about who was going to watch it. It's part of my healing. I'm with Chaco.
Okay.
So it's part of my healing process. It's part of my story. I believe so God made it happen for a reason.
Wow.
Intimation say, yeah, I'm thankful for life.
Yeah.
To the right or left?
I think that maybe an illusion, but I think the bones are growing now. It's maybe it's illusion, but yeah.
Wow.
They couldn't put it back.
Now go US and went to me and
there was nothing anybody could do. And let me commend Ghanaian doctors.
Okay.
They did excellent. I was very satisfied with what they did. We went thoroughly. We went over everything. The surgery was done at Leicester. They came from Kolebu. They were very professional. They gave me all the options. The first one is either skin grafting, or second one is yembubu bono. Na yenkataso.
Like 2 toes you can lose it.
Whoa, staircase na never hono. A basso.
Okay. If you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me tia first one so no. And me patricia. Aha.
We.
Me patricia. One the bubu no. Yeah. Into instead say me tibe before no. Me landi wo me shoulder so. Into say and a 9 o'clock far.
I didn't know.
Me patricia ko shishie mu chicha to ne. It chat to ne. So my team had to come back to look for the tools. And I'm just share ice. Me drew hospital. No, I didn't know it was gone. Me and my auntie called me, drew her. They started, and I'm saying tools now kind of when I'm saying tubing.
Into what?
No, I knew something bad had happened, but not. I didn't know it was this serious. So I'm when the doctor and they said no, tools not come on here. Some of them phone lights in the bedroom, and they found it, put it in ice, and then came back. and it was a back and forth. That moment, that 30 minutes back and forth was the most, it was like 10 hours. The doctors wanted to find out if they could do it. We will know which picture. No more Sendiako Kolebu. They wanted to see if, and I believe, sir, being a Sonnie Badu, not that I'm special, they would have done everything to save it. I believe. So when the doctor called me and said, we can't put it back because they crushed amputation, but this is what we're going to do. You have two options. You bet skin grafting, you bet skin. Then there are two bonus and I say baby board so in a level. The question I asked them was which one is quicker?
Because of event in it.
I'm not cancelling the concert. I want one that I'm going to be able to play football with my sons, and I can walk on stage, and I'm saying breaking the bones in there quicker. And I'm saying boo. So I called my wife. Yeah, I called my wife and I told them, said, this is what we got to do. On the she almost passed out. But I was so calm on the phone when I called her on video because I didn't want her, she was pregnant. So I didn't want her to panic. So I said something, bracket 280. I was smiling. No, she on shit. She literally passed out. At that time, I didn't call my parents because I didn't want them to panic. And yes, here I can handle myself. So I told them they asked me if I wanted to sleep. And I'm saying, I want to watch it. So they should numb the injury. So I'm the panian woman. But I actually prayed with them before they started. And whilst they were doing it, I was watching them. So I screamed.
Okay.
I screamed.
Okay.
Man. But I was determined to finish that concert. So I think it was about 20 stitches. We prayed. I prayed with them. I thanked all of them, took selfies with them. And then I was preaching at 2 different places on the Sunday morning, Trinity Baptist and Church Rotema. I didn't cancel it. We could preach here 2 hours each. We and I'm rehearsals. In fact, when we got home, I went back to that staircase and I walked. They said I should.
Where that faith to sorry.
It's just mental strength. You know, sang in my voice. Name in 90. I'm still gonna work.
And pays.
I don't want to talk about the pain. Even if I described it, you wouldn't be able to feel it. I'm telling you.
So then why do you sacrifice your health?
Because I was here on an assignment. It wasn't my health. In Yaberry, doctors now also I was on antibiotics. I was taking painkiller every 4 hours. My mom, everybody was making sure to me okay. And I told them I'm not canceling. The only thing I could not do was go to churches like we used to do to visit because I like to move. And now I know BTL now. So that one we canceled. But I never canceled any radio interview. I was even here on UTV. Not sure. And what I realized was most radio stations are more upstairs, right? So we have to climb. That's where my body got the patrol. So I had. So now do the mathematics. Arnold was carrying me. Shaibu 3 months ago. They were all carrying me. You know the crutches. I had to learn how to use. Man, it was.
So why people not encofor can want some so or try and throw or settings or she said my formats Google decode. I didn't know one function or say this is what I'm going.
I didn't know what settings was. TV back up settings award goes to Sonnie Badu.
Other station.
So my friend, my boss Patrick, me say DNA settings. Yes, you'll be faking your money. I have no idea what that was. If I had shown the injury during that time, in Grand Arena on KM.
Okay.
Numbers it was too much. They had to get some people back home. Okay. Imagine, I'm still doing the concert. People who would come because they feel bad. People who are happy that Sonnie's alive in Kayanko. And number 2, I did not want the injury to be the attention. So if you're on a mission, finish it and get out of there. Now, I was okay till And I had to go to New York to preach because my team had collected deposits. And
deposits.
Deposit.
Deposit.
They had collected deposit from a church in New York. In Chomofre Church, and say, "Wepra, untimi be also go straight to Atlanta." And Crofone say, "Oh, the refund back yehiano." So because I had given my word, I had to go alone.
Again.
Yes, and I went alone without a team. That was the first time I sat on a wheelchair. From here, Accra to London, from London to New York, from New York to that was when I got very emotional. Like, Kai, this is my new life now, and I haven't spoken about the trauma on my children. They were all traumatized. They were crying. My baba can just says, I didn't know couldn't staircase. So the kids, it took them time before my baba did okofa second called the kuchan night. Or person the nine and the papa dear. Yeah. But I thank God for life. That's why I was able to dance. And it was attack. If we want to go into a spiritual aspect, because this show is not a religious show, so I cannot use certain terms. But if we want to divert to spirituality, then there's an element of attack in there. But then, who sent me a thing, I didn't go down. I don't go down easily like that, Debbie. And I stood there. In Jomasun, as I done the guys were fakey.
Because now you're more.
But I think that's the zeal of a lion. You know, you just don't go down easily like that. Inti, they knew, sir, that night was just 20%. Yeah, I was on stage for 3 hours. Yeah, it was just 20%.
20%.
Yeah. And
for this year,
we didn't numb the foot. My painkiller because I was fasting the whole day. Until I went dry. And they didn't know I was going to put my crutches down. I told them, sir, I was going to hold on to the crutches. Monsieur Mompe Akunyama me metnaso. But then Nama Katre Shaibu said, and I knew none of them could stop me because I'm on stage. I'll tell them, get back. So me doing did crutches nemano. And I did what I needed to do for 3 hours.
Settings award no more mine. How?
I was not bothered, trust me. I don't really care. When you know you're holding on to the truth, right? Who looks stupid later on? Do you understand? When you know what you have, right, you just keep quiet until it's time to show it. Now I've seen a lot of apologies. And Madame Fosofubi from Canada called another pastor who had asked him to call me, and he literally said, Pacho Fachemi. I'm like, don't worry about it, it's okay. But when you know, say, what you're doing is the truth, you really don't need to defend yourself. Time tells, and at the right time, I did that.
So this year, concert members, Rhythms
of Africa, yeah.
This year, way, because last year, the same place.
No, we can't go to the Basho de Bianco. We wanted to do the Accra Sports Stadium, but they told me they were having issues with the field, and they were doing all they can to perhaps release that stadium, fix that stadium to get it ready